have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the second hour of the show. What the? It's Thursday already. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Happy Men History Month. Happy Men History Month. August is Men History Month around the world. And we are heard by everybody and their mama around the world. You can, my biblical question, are you absolutely convinced? Are you absolutely convinced that all thoughts are lies? Are you? We are having church on Sunday. We are having church on Sunday. Doors open at 10:30. Church starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And if you're in the LA area, come on down. Everybody and their mama. When all of us get together, God's children, what a time. What a time. Listen, I got to make a quick phone call, and then I'm trying to surprise someone. Now, I don't know what to expect if they answer, because this is a funny person, too. They make jokes a lot. And so I don't know what to expect here. But I got to make a quick phone call. Then we do the super chats and get back to your calls. So let me do this. You turned it down, right? Nice. So I got to make this call. I'm dialing this number. Okay, I'm dialing one. Okay, turn it up. It's busy? Oh, okay. Let me just try it one more time. You are dialing. Is that, what does that mean, James? Oh, this is supposed to be a cell phone. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, thank you, James. Hake is guiding me. Oh, I think. Let me hear the dial tone. Turn it up. Because I can't hear the dial tone. That may be the issue. So do I put down green or red to dial? Oh. Let me hear the dial tone. There you go. All right, now you can do your thing. Okay, I got it. Forgive me. I have sinned. Okay, let me hear it ring. Nice! I did it. I dialed a phone number. 2 ring-a-dings. 3 ring-a-dings. 4 ring-a-dings. 5 ring-a-dings. They're not answering. I'll try again later. I'll try later. All right? Listen. We have a brand new... Oh, Super Chats and D-Line.
Super Chat.
super.
Right on. Let's check out the Super Chats from Streamlabs. Mike Young from Streamlabs. Hey, Jesse, I don't know if this is possible. I think that's a suggestion for somebody you should talk to.
Send it to Nick.
We'll look into it. Richard TX, Richard Texas from Streamlabs. This morning, this is from yesterday, this morning I swore the oath of allegiance and became a citizen of the greatest country on this side of heaven.
So they became American citizens?
Correct.
Congratulations. Amazing.
Nice.
Yes. Congratulations. Amazing.
I was able to meet Richard Texas at the men's conference.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Richard.
Let's see here. Joel never did that with a diamond from D-Live. Listening to the If poem after my morning prayer. Very nice.
Nice. If. I love that poem. It's all about Christianity, 100%. Okay.
Linya and Chin from Trovo. I figured it out. We build insecurity and uncertainty in the hearts of others. Us blacks do build. Never mind. That is Satan within us.
Thank you. Amazing.
Elijah.
What? No.
Elijah with a diamond from D-Live. Demoralization of the country is slow and intentional.
Yeah, 100%. James, turn the arrow on. Okay.
Animus from Streamlabs. Got the Animus.
Don't be so animus. Okay.
Kaya and the sparkly shirt will team up for sure. Nick, better watch out.
Amazing.
Take heed, Nick. Take heed. Let's see here. Jeremiah from Louisiana, a Hebrew Israelite that calls occasionally.
Oh.
This is a great chat here. Y'all pink people, white people, need to stop playing. My ancestors, he's black, my ancestors built Rome, painted the Sistine Chapel, built the Taj Mahal, Olympic Stadium, and America. Know your history, Edomites.
Amazing. What? Nah.
Right on, man.
Wishful thinking.
Elijah with a diamond from D-Live. Nick benches 185 pounds in spandex. Very nice.
What? Nah.
Good for you, Nick.
Yeah.
Bibby42 from Streamlabs. I'm 35. Women dressing slutty has been normalized as far back as I remember. MTV, especially during spring break, and Girls Gone Wild, helped make it okay. Ladies, it isn't okay. Get your lives together and stop being sluts.
Yeah. That conversation we had yesterday about these women, they all dress like, not all, but most of them dress like sluts, like they're desperate, like they're insecure, they're trying to sell their bodies. And when they get raped and when men hit on them just for sex, they complain. But they're offering you that. They're like, come and get it, right? Because if it wasn't, I guess, if it wasn't for their body, they had nothing going on for themselves. It's sad to see it, but somebody got to start talking about it in order for it to change. And that is up on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
I have a YouTube channel there. Is it on that other thing, too?
Like Rumble and all those?
Yeah.
I'd have to confirm with Nick, but
It's on what, Nick?
I imagine so.
Yeah, it's up on Rumble and all of those things. Okay.
Beta Troll Destroyer from Trovo. The world going to hell in a laundry basket.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. You're absolutely right. Okay.
Nick's sparkly shirt with a diamond from D-Live. The shirt's back at it again. The shirt says, I met a nice dress. Will she be a good wife, Jesse?
Amazing. Wait and see. So that is not posted on TikTok or Instagram yet. Nick will take care of it, though. It'll happen. All right.
Alexandra from Streamlabs. Alexandra. I had a baby a few weeks ago, so I've been sleeping when the show is live. Still been listening, though. What's up, Jesse and crew?
Amazing. Thank you. Congratulations on the baby. Amazing.
Nick's sparkly shirt, back at it again with another diamond, says, want to see a shirt throw up? Show the Marlon Wayans clip again.
Man, that was sick.
It's pretty sad.
He didn't get married because his mama. And yeah, that's a good thing.
And he's like he's crying about it and like being all pouty. And the woman is just.
Did he say she died or something?
Yeah.
So
yep.
His mama dead and she's still controlling him.
Yeah. And the woman interviewing him was just eating it up.
I know. What the? Like she was here from Jesus.
Gross.
Okay.
Animus from Streamlabs. Slut mothers encourage their daughter to dress and act like a slut because she want to use her daughter to destroy men so she can have her daughter for herself. If you knew what I know, what the?
One thing for sure, like parent like children, the children are like their parents for sure.
Bibby42 from Streamlabs. Tell me young Chris didn't just say he was a slut maker. Next, he's going to say he smoked pot. Say it isn't so. Unfortunately, yes, I was a slut maker and I used to smoke pot.
It's so.
It's so. Sorry, I had to say it because it was so.
It's so.
Willie Palomino from Streamlabs. James Hake won the debate last night, fair and square. He is on fire.
He sure did. Congratulations, Hake. Really, really. I'm not just saying it. Hake won the debate last night. Hands down. It was like a good boxing match. The modern day debate. It's on YouTube channel. Find it at thehakereport.com. Thehakereport.com. Okay.
Bibby42 from Streamlabs.
He said the announcement is at the top. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Bibby42 from Streamlabs. That nice couple from the other day, Paul and Morgan, haven't uploaded a video since their verbal biblical spanking Jesse and the crew gave them. Hopefully, they've learned the error of their ways and stopped swinging so much on the weekends.
We'll see.
Great interview, though.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
Anonymous from Streamlabs.
Anonymous.
At what point do you stop trying to help someone and just let them suffer and die? My relative is being forced by their job to take the jab and is convinced there's nothing they can do to stop it. They gave up without fighting back to stop it.
Well, once you give them your best advice, you leave it, you're done with it. It's on them now. Even God doesn't force people to stand up. He doesn't force people to do the right thing. He'll make the way, he'll try to guide you, but if you don't want it, it's up to you. And so once you tell them, there's nothing else you can do. Okay.
Cat Daddy Wit Iced Tea from D Live with a diamond. Why doesn't God simply rid the world of Satan?
Well, he's made that. Satan has no power, really. It's just that you think he does because you're in a fallen state. But once you wake up, you see he has no power. He's trying to pretend he does. All right.
Eli Ja with a diamond from D Live. Intellectuals are great at memorizing lies and nonsense.
Yep.
True. Bibby42 from Streamlabs. Wearing a mask outdoors is ridiculous. You need sunshine and fresh air to help keep you healthy in mind and body. They want people to stay sick and obedient.
Amazing. In America.
I am Frank Wright with a diamond from DE Live. I dated a girl named Eve, and it was hell. Sorry to hear that.
What the?
Hopefully, you said you dated, so hopefully you got away.
Yeah.
Get a jab. Very clever.
Check out Get a Job. Get a Job is amazing. Amazing videos.
Get a jab with a diamond from D Live. If you vote for Larry Elder, then you ain't black.
Well, I'm voting for Larry Elder all the way. And he has the Democrats on the run right now. They are scared. I was just so scared. They're scared of Larry. and Larry's winning in the poll. I even saw a report where supposedly Joe Biden and that wicked woman Kamala Harris will be supposed to be campaigning for Gavin Newsom. That means that they are on the run. They're bringing out all the devils to try to stop Larry. But I think Larry has appeared at the right time in the right place. We'll see. Vote for Larry.
Eli Jaw with a diamond from D-Live. Spring break and Halloween are Slut's favorite.
Whatever.
Cheesehead69 from Trovo. Nick never gonna live down the sparkly shirt.
Apparently.
So true.
Yep.
Sad but true. Let me double check here. I think that was. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, that was it for now. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all. Amazing. I totally appreciate it. Thank you for your support, folks. Your donations to the church, to the nonprofit bond, your super chats and your D-Lives and all that. I do appreciate it. Let me go to Doc, a first-time caller out of Louisville, Kentucky. Doc, Happy Man History Month. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Jesse, can you hear me? Are we recording?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Hey, I got an interesting one for you.
Yes, sir.
You and I probably agree on a ton of stuff, but the one thing we disagree on is white people. I'm white, but I grew up in the hood, single mom, of course. But I hate white people because most white men who grow up single mom either become like me or they become HR working, Harry Potter reading, video game playing, non-producing homosexual men. And this is bad. All the people who want to mandate vaccines, white people. Who wants to stop Larry Elder? White people. Who's putting all these kids into college to teach them nonsense? White people.
But
Atheists,
what gives you the
all
right
white
to hate?
people.
What gives you the right to hate them, though?
Because they're destroying this country. Everything that you
I know.
all the beta male, when you think of a beta male, what color is that person?
Both colors.
But what's the first one that comes to your mind? I think white
Black-
guy.
No, I think black men.
When you think beta, you think most beta men are black men instead of white men?
Right.
I don't know. I think
Because
there's more
black
white
men,
beta
if you
men.
notice, black men don't stand for any, not all, of course, but most black men don't stand up for anything that's good. Their women are out of control. Their children are out of control. Their neighborhoods are out of control. They are begging and whining and whimpering. They want affirmative action, reparation. They blame slavery.
And then who gives them all this? White people placate them. That's not standing up for anything. That's even worse. They're
No.
allowing it.
But
It's
my
white people allowing this stuff.
And so, what are you like? What are you standing up for?
Well, me, I've been called my whole life a wigger. And
So, what are
that
you
is-
standing up for?
I stand up for masculine traits, to be a masculine
No,
man,
what
which
are
I
you
think is
doing?
better.
What are you doing to make a change?
I'm actively hating white people and letting them know. And it's just liberals. I don't dislike conservative white people. I prefer them.
You don't love anyone. If you hate one, you hate all.
Okay, I guess I hate them all. I'm okay with that.
Do you hate yourself as well?
Oh, no, I'm awesome.
No, you're not awesome. You hate yourself as well. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it, buddy. What the? Elizabeth is the first time caller out of Ohio. Elizabeth, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi. Happy Men's History Month.
Happy Men's History Month.
Thank you.
I was just calling basically because I wanted to say thank you. I've been watching your show now for probably like 2 years, and you've completely changed my life.
Elizabeth, come back to your phone. Your phone went out. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say thank you because I've been watching your show for a couple of years, and you've definitely changed my outlook in my life. Since watching your show, I've become a stay-at-home mom and let my husband lead the way.
Nice. And how do you let him lead the way?
By being obedient and, you know, letting him make the money and provide the house, put the bacon on the table, and I take care of the kids the way he prefers me to.
Nice. So you're just not giving him all that hell anymore.
No, and if I do, I see it coming, and I say what you say. I'm like, oh, Satan's in me right now. I gotta calm it down.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear that. You're now coming to the order of God, and you have not seen anything, Elizabeth. You and the kids and your husband are going to have an amazing life.
Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate everything you do and everything you say. And I believe all thoughts are lies now.
Right on. And stay with the, are you doing the silent prayer?
Now you're going to tell me to suffer and die, because not always.
And why not?
Lazy. With 2 kids, sometimes I just don't think about doing it.
Yeah, I would highly recommend you do, Elizabeth, because now that you want to do the right thing, Satan is going to get busy with you and your family, and you want to be able to defeat the darkness with the light. So make sure you go back to it and stay with it. Wake up early enough for the kids. Wake up, have a few minutes to get, quiet time, and you will see that your life will become even better and better and better, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Happy Men's History Month.
Thank you. I wish you well. Call me again.
Will do. Thank you.
All right. So the Hill is reporting that Biden called on companies to mandate COVID-19 vaccine following FDA approval for the Pfizer vaccine. Watch this.
Today I'm calling on more companies, in the private sector to step up with vaccine requirements that'll reach millions more people. If you're a business leader, a nonprofit leader, a state or local leader who has been waiting for full FDA approval to require vaccinations, I call on you now to do that. Require it. Do what I did last month. Require your employees to get vaccinated or face strict requirements.
I wonder when Joe get home, his wife, oh, honey, that was so nice. You told the company to do that with the vaccine. He's like, vaccine? What do you mean vaccine? He doesn't even know what he's doing. Joe reminded me of my father when he had Alzheimer's. I don't know if he has it, but it definitely reminds me of it. So yesterday, speaking of the vaccine, yesterday I was at the bank, standing there at the teller, and this woman came in and with no mask. And so I looked around, saw it. I'm like, oh, pretty cool. And then the manager and a couple of the other tellers saw her with no mask. And the teller told the manager she doesn't have a mask on. And the manager ran out behind the glass windows there. He was like, oh, miss, you got to put a mask on. She's like, no, I don't. I'm not putting a mask on. She's like, and he was like, yes, you do, if you want to be serviced. She was like, don't discriminate against me. You're discriminated against me. I don't have to put a mask on. And he said, yes, you do, ma'am. It's a law. She said, no, it's not. It's not the law. There's no law that says I got to wear a mask. And everybody got frantic in that bank that was working there. And she said, I'm not putting a mask on. And I dare you to try to make me. And the manager ran off somewhere. I didn't see him anymore. And so the next teller that was became available, she said, come on over, ma'am. I'll take care of you. And while standing there, I said to her, the woman, I said, miss, you're absolutely right about that. You don't have to wear a mask. Thank you for standing up like that. That's cool you stood up. She like, thank you, sir. Praise. She like, thank you, bless you, or something like that. She like, I'm from Iran, Iraq, or something, one of those countries. And that's what they did to us over there. And she was screaming out into the bank, don't do this. Don't put no mask on. They're just controlling you. They're taking away all of your freedom bit by bit. I come from Iran. And they did that to us over there, and they end up raping us and killing us and everything. One thing led to another one. Don't do that here. Hold on to your freedom. She was screaming it out into pain. I was like, right on. But I had to let her know out loud that she was right for standing up. Because you know how everybody with the mask on and the worker feeling all uncomfortable? You know how when a strong person stand up against the massive and the weak person all around, they feel all dumb and weak and scared, right? So I had to let her know she did the right thing. Because she did. And it made me realize even more so, reflect on how much freedom we have already lost in America. If you really reflect, it's going to blow your mind of the freedom that we've already lost. We've lost the freedom in America. Isn't that amazing? We have lost the freedom in America. Bit by bit, by bit, by bit, by bit. Now the open line borders, they tell you wear masks, they're trying to make you take a vaccine. It looked like they walked out on some of the American men over in Afghanistan. It's just one thing to another. They got a wicked, evil black woman that's so-called vice president of the United States of America. You're losing it. We're losing it. And what happens once you lose it and you become accustomed to being controlled, you forget that you lost some freedom. And now the abnormal way seems normal. Can you imagine? They have a perverted so-called transgender month in San Francisco. That's evil. That's wicked. But after a while, the next generation would think that it's normal. Like women dressing like sluts now, like they begging for attention, begging to be raped. You forget that they used to not dress that way. Because they're all doing it and no one is saying anything about it. Jay is the first time call out of San Antonio, Texas. Jay, welcome to the show. Happy Male History Month.
Oh, thank you, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. It's great to talk to you.
Yes, sir. You too.
I wanted to ask you about salvation.
Who?
About salvation.
Who is that?
Salvation.
And that's the guy running for president?
No. You can't hear me?
Yeah, you want to ask me about somebody named Salvation.
Yes.
And who is he?
He's not a person.
Oh, what is salvation?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about because I very seldom hear you talking about it. Usually you're talking about forgiveness. And I've been listening to you a while now, and I find that the things that you say are true. But I wanted to ask you about how you felt about salvation.
Who is salvation?
It's what you received from Jesus.
Oh.
Salvation from sin.
Oh, I got you now. What do you want to know about it? After I come back from this break. Hold that thought, all right, Jay?
Okay.
I'll come back to you right after this break. Back in a moment. I have books that are amazing. I highly recommend you get them. 7 Guaranteed Steps to Spiritual, Family, and Financial Success Guide. Even if you're not starting a business, but you have a job, or you're on welfare, it can help you if you do. Be doers of the word, all right? from rage to responsibility. From rage. That's what I write about in the first chapter, especially how I overcame. Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. They're using them, and blacks are too willing to be used. And then my last book, The Antidote, Healing America from the Poison of Hate, Blame, and Victimhood. They are all amazing books, and they are helpful. Go to rebuildingtheman.com if you want an autographed copy, or call 800-411-2663. All right, folks, welcome back. We're going to get to your Super Tastic D Live. I want to go back to Jay. He wants to know about salvation. And so, Jay, what do you want to ask me about salvation? Go ahead.
Well, I believe that salvation is an immediate thing. All the examples of salvation that I can find in the Bible are usually immediate. And probably the best example is the thief on the cross that Jesus told him he was going to be in paradise that day. And I wanted to see what you think about it. I really haven't heard you talking about it.
What does salvation mean?
Well, Jesus came to the earth, a sinless person, and he died for the sins of the world.
Are you a Christian?
And, yes.
And are you? Have you received salvation?
Yes.
How do you know?
Well, I believed Jesus. I repented, and I asked him to save me.
You repented of what?
My sins.
What was your sin?
Many.
Many. And so,
Yes.
How long ago did this happen?
Like maybe 35 years ago.
When you repented?
Yes.
And so you sin no more?
Well, no, I can't say that.
You can't say what?
I can't say that I've never sinned since then.
So do you still sin?
Well, I don't think so. Now that I've been talking to you, I went to my mother, and I pray twice daily now, like you said, and I think that what is happening is I'm being filled with the Holy Spirit and correcting my heart and having God fill my heart. I think is what's happening.
And so you stop sinning?
Yes, I think so.
When you received salvation 30 years ago, did you continue to sin after that?
Well, if sinning is like becoming angry, and yes.
So you did. And now you've forgiven your mother, you no longer have anger?
Well, I don't know if it specifically was because of that event, but because I'm asking God to fix my heart twice a day now.
Why are you asking him every day?
Because that's what you were saying we need to do.
But if you went and forgave, why did you go and forgive your mother?
Because that's what you were saying to do.
Did you see that you...
But I believe that what you're saying is we need to forgive to have our hearts corrected.
So why do you say I don't talk about salvation if those are the things I talk about?
Well, is not salvation a one-time event, an immediate event?
Right. When you go and forgive, you shall be born again. But you're saying that I never talk about salvation. Why do you say I never talk about it when you just prove that I do talk about it?
Oh. But I mean, if I want to get people saved, I'm going to tell them it's a one-time event. You need to do it right now. Today is the day, and now is the time.
That's what you would do?
Yes.
And
is that not correct?
Are you doing that?
Yes.
And so why do you say I don't talk about it?
Well, maybe I just, do you?
Why do you say I don't talk about it?
Well, I never hear you talk about it like that.
What?
As being an immediate time, a specific event.
But so I don't quite understand, Jay, what you're saying.
Well, if you're saved that way, you're promised the Holy Spirit immediately.
Jay, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm not. How do you think I should say it?
That you need to repent, and then you're immediately saved at that point.
But when I tell people to go and forgive, am I not saying that?
Well, if you go, well, your mother and father.
Hello?
Well, but you're not saying that you're saved immediately at a specific time.
But do I need?
Are you?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, if I go to somebody and say, okay, you need to believe the story. You need to believe Jesus. Jesus died for you. You need to repent of your sin, and you need to ask him to take away your sins and take you to heaven.
That's what the Bible thumpers do, but they don't know what they're talking about. You want me to sound like the Bible thumpers?
Well, I'm just asking you how salvation works.
But you already know. You hear me say it every day. But are you asking me to sound like the Bible thumpers?
Well, I guess so.
Why do you need me to sound like the Bible thumper? They're intellectuals.
Well, I don't need you to. I'm just asking you. You would never put it that way, then.
I put it the way it's given to me. Are you saying that I need to, because I got to run, are you saying I need to sound like the Bible thumpers?
Well, I want to understand it the best I can. So I know what to say.
But when the Bible thumpers say it the way they say it, do you understand that?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't work for you? Or did it work for you before you heard what I said?
Well, I wasn't sinless at that point, no.
So it wasn't working?
But how can you, well, let me ask you, how can you ever know that you asked, if you have to go specifically to a person, how can you ever know that you've gone to enough people?
Once you go to your parents, that is it. You will know, without a doubt.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome, Jay. Call me again.
All right.
Okay, bye now. Chad is out of Canada. Chad, thank you for calling. Thanks for holding. Happy Man History Month.
Happy Men's History Month, Jesse. How
Thank
are
you.
you?
All is well, sir.
All right, that's good to hear. I got a couple questions. Nick told me to narrow it down to the most important.
Okay.
I'm wondering how important is it to a fellowship out here? Because I had an ex that was all about iron sharpens iron, dumping the Bible at me. And
I mean,
saying
as
that
long as
can't
you're
do
with
it
the
out here.
right, as long as you're with the right people in fellowship, and you don't want to get with the hooping and holler Bible thumping people. That's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm. So, but can a man do it all? Can a man do it by himself?
Absolutely.
Like with? Oh,
Absolutely.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right. Thank you, Chad.
All right, buddy.
That was
You
easy.
Take care.
All right.
You sure was.
Thank you, buddy. Who's on one day? I can't see it. I'm sorry. Javier out of Minnesota. Javier, welcome to the show. Happy Man History Month.
Happy Man's History Month, Jesse. How you doing?
All is well, sir. Thank you for calling.
Hey. First of all, thank you for everything that you've done in my life as well as for everybody else. You've changed a lot of people, and I know that.
You're welcome,
But
man.
I have a question for you, and I'm having a little bit of a dilemma.
Are you a first-time caller?
No, I called you in once before to
Okay.
tell you if I have to move out, to ask you if I had to move out the USA because it's getting crazy.
Okay, go ahead.
And so basically, I'm a self-employed person. I know how to fix problems whenever I have one. Right now, we have a problem. We have a 6-year-old kid that's going to go to school. And I've been telling my wife that we should homeschool him, and my wife doesn't want to because here in Minnesota, I live in a small town with about 1,500 people. There's like 7 or 8 transgenders just in this small town. And so they're teaching this stuff in school. And I don't want my kid to learn all this stuff that they're teaching is normal. And my easiest thing was, well, I mean, it's fixable. I can teach my kid math, how to read, how to do whatever any other teacher can teach because it's easy. And so I don't know how to tell my wife that this is the best way because my wife still wants to take my son to school.
She doesn't love you. If that's true, why does she want to do that?
Because, well, we came from Mexico, and so she doesn't see everything that's around us. Like, she doesn't pay attention to what's going on.
Right.
And so we grew up where in school, teachers only teach you 1 + 1 is 2.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
why doesn't she obey you?
It's not that she doesn't obey me. It's just that this is how we grew up.
I know, but if you're saying, hey, my child is staying home, I want you to homeschool him, that should be the end of that discussion.
The thing is that we both work. We have a restaurant. She manages the front part. I manage the kitchen.
Well, make her stay home and watch over your kid. You hire somebody to help you with the restaurant.
Well, even I can work at the restaurant.
So make her stay home and raise your kid then. That's the whole purpose anyway.
Yeah, no, that is the whole purpose, but she thinks that...
It doesn't matter what she thinks.
No. I get that part. No, I totally told you that part. I just need, like, the words to portray to her how, like, the best words, not just like, hey, listen, and that's it.
Oh, here's the best word. Here's the best word. Martha, we are keeping Jose home. You're going to have to teach him. We're going to homeschool him. That's the best word.
Yeah, because, I mean, really,
why is it hard to find the words to say you want your son to be homeschooled now? That's it.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be that hard, but she thinks my kid is going to miss out on stuff that I really don't.
It doesn't matter what she thinks, man.
Yes. No, I get that part. But it's just that that's her train of thought right now.
Right, but every time the man listens to the woman, he suffers. So if you listen to her, your kid's going to suffer.
Yep.
So how about we're not sending him to school? you're going to have to stay home and homeschool him. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we just had a big fight about it this morning.
Don't
And
fight
honestly,
with her. Just tell her what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
she want to fight with you, because if she fight with you, you're going to end up losing the argument, and she's going to suck the life out of you that way. Don't argue with her about it. If you want you, I wouldn't send my child to a public school. You do what you want, but I wouldn't do that. And that's why you're married, so the wife should stay home and watch over your children.
Yeah. No, the thing is that we've had a business since forever. I opened this business up with her.
Well, it's
And
time
so-
for a change now,
Yes, sir.
an adjustment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much on that. It's just hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause
No.
this issue has never been presented to us.
Well, now it is. That's why you stay present with God, so He can guide you through all situations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
Because
you very much.
beforehand you didn't have a baby. Now you got a baby.
and all I want to do is the best for my kids. Like,
Of course.
I've listened to you for, I think it's like 6-7 years, and honestly, between you and Jesse Peterson and a few other people that have helped me think my way through life, you guys have helped me a lot. And
Right
so
on, but
that's why
don't
I
get
wanted to
angry.
ask you.
Stay away from anger. Let your wife know you're not sending your child to school. She's going to have to homeschool him, and which means she can no longer work. Her job is to be home with your children.
Yes, sir.
Let me know how it goes.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Have
buddy.
a good one, Jesse.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Super chat, Eli.
Super chats.
All right, let's check out these super chats. Bibby42 from Streamlabs. Nick's glittery blouse, referring to itself as a sparkly shirt, is like Bruce Jenner wearing a dress.
What? Whatever.
The saga of the Nick shirt continues. And boy, is it awesome. Loving this.
Oh, God.
Mike Young from Streamlabs. Hey, Jesse, I always wondered, how were you in your disco days?
What do you mean, how was I?
I don't know. He doesn't say. He just says, how were you in your disco days?
I don't understand the question, buddy. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Chris, what is your best and worst movie that you have seen? That's a tough one. The best, I don't know. I like Pulp Fiction, some crime movies. The worst movie, man, I don't know. The Room. The Room is pretty bad. Anyway, thanks. Let's see here. I think that's actually all for now. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all. Amazing. Listen, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I wanted you to really encourage you to, if you didn't see that debate last night with Hake on Modern Day Debate YouTube channel, I want you to see it. Take your time, if not today, this weekend, but make sure you watch it. You can see it by going to the HakeReport.com. The Hake, Hake, report.com, and Hake is at the top. The announcement is at the top there. So check it out. I think you're going to enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it. I thought it was amazing. And the reason I'm really is so amazed by it, because Hake is proof that there is a God. Really. He's grown so much over the years that it's mind-blowing. I never imagined. Y'all don't know where Hake came from. Y'all have an idea because you've heard me say, but I never imagined. Well, I know that once you overcome anger, all things are possible. But I never imagined that. To see it change like that is mind-blowing. It's encouraging. So check it out. The HakeReport.com, his debate last night, Modern Day Debate on YouTube channel, on his channel, on the Hake Report channel. I want to give you a quick flashback. And the reason I want to do this is because white people, y'all need to speak up. Do what you want, but y'all need to speak up. The attack is upon the straight, white, Christian male, because they want to get rid of you in order to turn America into a hell society. Socialist, communist, control the people's society. And the only thing that's preventing that right now from going all the way is white men. Or white men, right? And you're under attack. Let me give you a quick update on a flashback. This is from, I don't know, some of you may remember this story earlier this year from April 2021 from the Daily Mail. A South Carolina Army drill sergeant. A South Carolina Army drill sergeant was charged with assault after a video of him repeatedly pushing a black man in his neighborhood went viral. Watch this for the reminder.
You're aggressive on their neighborhood.
Someone came running at
You better walk away. You walk away. You talking to my wife right now.
That's your wife?
Walk away.
I didn't do
Walk
anything.
away.
Your wife was speaking.
Check it out. You either walk away or I'm going to carry your out of here.
Dude, if you touch
What do you
me,
want to do?
You better not touch me.
Or
I'm
what?
not arguing
What are you
with
going to do?
you.
Right now you're harassing the neighborhood.
I'm not harassing anyone walking through the neighborhood I live in, sir.
Where? 'Cause check it out. We are a tight-knit community.
Okay.
We
How
take
long
care
have
of
you
each
been
other.
living- how long
A
have
hell of
you
a
been
lot
living-
longer than your ass, because
How
I
long
have
have you
never
been
seen
living-
you before in my
How long
life.
have you been living-
Amazing. Look at the black guy high. Look like it. I don't know. He seemed kind of slurred like. Well, that was, the white guy was a South Carolina Army drill sergeant. Amazing, right? And after that incident happened, according to the Daily Mail, Pentland had to flee from his home. The sergeant had to flee from his home when Black Lives Matter protesters started gathering there. And they ended up vandalizing his home, according to this report. Isn't that something? A bunch of fat, black, radical lesbian organizations, worse than the KKK, showed up at the sergeant's home, vandalizing his home. Why couldn't he? The sergeant should have protected his home. So he had to flee from his home. But listen to this. According to Revolver, soon afterward, the cowardly Richland County Sheriff did the bidding of the lynch mob and ordered Pentland arrested. Watch this. Oh, it's a break time. I'll finish this story when I come back, folks. This is so important. Listen up, white folks. You are under attack, and it's been that way for years now in your own country, a country you founded. But because you won't speak up, it's getting worse. One more hour to go. I'll finish the story when I come back. Hake is coming in with the Hake News. When I come back, more of your phone calls and the rest of this story. 888-7753-773. Back in a moment. Anytime you have situations happening in your life, always be still. Don't overreact. Most of the people that I know, they say, oh, I know Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm an observer. And as soon as something don't go their way, they get mad. I'm like, what the? If you overreact, folks, remember to do that. Don't overreact. And when you get mad, it's your problem. It ain't your wife's problem, your husband's problem, your neighbor, your friend, your preacher, your teacher. It's your problem. Why you think you tick? It didn't go your way or the way you think it should go. Don't have a way you think it should go. Let life just happen. Thoughts make you think that life should go the way you want it to go. And if it doesn't, if someone don't do or say or act the way you think they should act, you hate them. And then you blame them for being mad. It's the darndest thing I ever seen. But it's amazing to see it. So relax.
The Black Affirmative Action Defense Secretary under Sleepy Joe Biden orders the U.S. troops to quickly get vaccinated against the China virus. And the Epoch Times exclusive says that samples from early Wuhan COVID patients had genetically modified Henipa, which is one of two types of viruses sent from a Canadian lab by Chinese-born scientists in Canada, of course. What does it mean? I don't exactly know. This is the end of Hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Thursday, August 26th, 2021 AD. Stay tuned for Hour 3. Jesse Lee will be right back. But first, Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, thehakereport.com. The scumbag defense secretary says, according to the Epoch Times, U.S. military department heads are ordered as of August 24th, immediately start force vaccinations on troops. 2 days after the first vaccine received supposed full federal approval. Affirmative Action Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, he's black, his memo stated that secretaries of all military departments must immediately begin full vaccination of all service members who aren't already, quote-unquote, vaccinated. Lloyd Austin, demanded a rapid pace, telling secretaries to impose ambitious timelines for implementation. That's a quote. Austin announced August 9th, a few weeks ago, all active duty military members would have to get a pro-commie vaccine, this China virus vaccine. He said he would either wait until a vaccine was approved by drug regulators, the FDA, or if that didn't happen by mid-September, he would ask sleepy President Joe Biden for a waiver. The corrupt FDA, Food and Drug Administration, gave full approval, supposedly, to the Pfizer-BioNTech shot on August 23rd. That's Monday, this past Monday. Lloyd Austin emphasized that mandatory vaccination would only use vaccines with full FDA licensure, so troops will get the Pfizer shots. Approximately 68% of the active duty force, including the National Guard and Reserve members, have been, quote-unquote, fully vaccinated. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby told reporters that on August 25th, another 8% had one dose. The numbers vary by department, though. Just 40% of the Army has been fully so-called vaccinated, right? Compared to 73% of the Navy, because they're a bunch of gays and females, right? I'm just kidding. But, I mean, 99% of the Navy is so-called LGBT and 19% women, maybe more than that now. Fully vaccinated for the Pfizer regimen means 2 doses plus 2 weeks after you've gotten those doses. But then 8 months later, you're going to need a booster shot, I hear. Who knows? The Pentagon previously said members can apply for religious and medical exemptions. That's important. Exemption sources, news.gab.com. Look into it, see if it's trustworthy. July 29th, 2021, news.gab.com shared what they call important downloads of COVID vaccine religious exemption documents. Links, PDF forms, Word documents, including for the military. So something to look into. If links will be on the hakereport.com news section for this update. News.gab.com, August 24th, 2021, also shared vax mandate religious exemption templates for college students. Just FYI, I neither condemn nor endorse. Traders and Friends Representative Don Bacon, a Republican from Nebraska, a member of the House Armed Services Committee, said on August 25th that he supports a military vaccine mandate. What a rhino, huh? Rhino? The military can't have a large percentage of forces unable to deploy because they're sick. That's what this Bacon guy, Don Bacon of Nebraska, said on C-SPAN. Representative Seth Moulton, Democrat from Massachusetts, tweeted this week, "This is the right thing to do for our public health and national security." What a sleaze. Others spoke out against a military vaccine mandate. 31 House members introduced a bill in June to bar the Secretary of Defense from mandating these pro-commie vaccines. Why force the vaccine on young members of the military who have natural immunity due to a prior infection, said Representative Thomas Massey, a Republican from Kentucky, who's one of the sponsors of the bill. He wrote that in a recent social media statement. I say, why even force them on young members, period, whether they've had the virus or not? They're not so much at risk. Anyway, I'm James.